side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Tamuk gabamuktab. Hunto kundue bon yevun goja.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Tamuk gabamuktab.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Mpa, wherefore, where we? Kuzata, geto.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
The scar?
Kujai, hifar, befarb. Mpa, wherefore, where we?
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Kujai, hifar, befarb. Ilfov ugvuhu, vobra, boom.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Boyobut paikatawa, kabobe farhi.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Balu, Vutulua.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Unity?
Dolomawanya, kabobe farhi.
After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
Yowotulua, Satuata Popkila.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
By default, dialogues are set to advance from the NPC, one NPC to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in the settings accessibility section. Okay, so we're a kid now. Best, is that the guy? Is that him? Best before?
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Let's see. No, I don't believe in magic. Potato people is better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay. Grass is very far away.
You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
What Pensai?
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Hoop net received. This does not seem very gentle. Here we go.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
Where can I find them?
They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
All right, merge the Nono with the tree. The mic is a little... There we go. I think I've repositioned this mic and it's a little... The arm is farther stretched out. I think it may be sinking slightly down each time. Every day. So we're learning about the world tree now, I guess. Interesting. Whoa.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
The depth of field is
the land
kind of
won't
extreme,
be as
isn't it?
peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I shouldn't make her worry. Be a good child.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
So it sounds like she is skilled in Wong Fu then. She's a warrior.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
End of days.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Okay.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
How can I defeat the World Eaters?
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majut, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Get the net. Rod net. Pick up. Human Quest, Fate of the World. Okay.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Double check there's nothing back in here to loot. Don't want to steal from the old guy though.
A ladder would be better. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
All right, the adventure begins. So, are we happy with how this is set up? Let me see how things work. I wish I knew if the Sai, our punches, were, let's see, character. If our intellect and Kai energy influenced our melee attacks, and it looks like it does with our gauntlets, but I'm just not sure. How much Kai energy you have, how fast your Kai energy regenerates, as well as the amount of damage you deal with your Psi powers and mutations. I mean, I guess melee is technically melee. Psi powers are psi powers. Right? Okay. So I'm wondering, I don't know. Just for like the visual aspect of it, I wonder if we could do... Wonder if we could do a... like a melee psi type setup. Which makes me want to maybe go back and adjust... We're not worried about it, and we use our upgrade points to beef up our strength and vitality. You know, let's run with it. You can always redo it if we have to.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
This is true, I am cartographically challenged.
Let's see.
Signposts. Signposts are found near locations of the interest all around the world. You unlock a signpost when interacting with it. You can fast travel to a signpost you've unlocked by selecting it on the map. To open the map at any time, press M. Okay. Pretty big area. Okay. Cool.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is in two halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. You are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives and psi shrines will award you with psi points that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Well, let's see. Let me help. I feel like my mic... Let me see. Get done with this dialogue.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
Too much already. I like the light.
What
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Psi point unlocked. You gain a Psi point. Use it to unlock powers in Mutations menu. Some powers are locked by the aura score, meaning your Psi points can only be unlocked powers of the same color as your current aura or those without color.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Valu alu here iboda kilmok.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby.
Kotuvon ko kumvun konu.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Mopu far kobi iboda kilmok.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose.
Hey,
from
Joe,
the
yeah,
depths of
the
the
intro
surf.
is kind of dragging a bit.
Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Weta gono.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Yevofo lola nofo mayami.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Let's see. Have the tribes engaged the World Eaters?
Nuka nuburak.
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe.
Ba lo yuano. Beboko kontabe.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Kim hobe bekoko ifad muk.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay, quest tracking. Your current and charted quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quest you track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. Alright, journal. In the journal, you can find information on your quest as well as previous tutorials and dialogues. To open the journal at any time, press J. So we have the Tribe War, Tree of Life, Another World. Alright. Defeat world leaders, unite, conquer the rival tribes, talk to the Jagni or the Myriad Sifu. Okay. Side completed. Tutorials, okay. Boy, there's a lot of details. The Myriad tribe act as understanding on the greater good and a code of honor. They want to unite the tribes and defeat the world eaters and save the Tree of Life. I feel like that's the want to go for. The Jagni tribe want to be omnipresent and most importantly feared. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the world eaters destroy the Tree of Life. Oh, that seems bad. Seems bad. So it seems like half of them want to destroy, half of them want to save. All right, well. Worry about the details later.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Tunnel or bridge? Hold on, we got some psi points. Mutation, psi powers, blaze, blink. To blink, press the input you've bound. Let's see, it will teleport you in the direction you are moving and create a shockwave when you reappear. That's cool. Blaze, use blaze to press down. I'm just gonna not read the first part. Blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. I assume the shockwave does damage. Freeze. Let's try blink. And we'll bind it to unlock. Bind it to that. Okay. No more points, no more points, perks. Okay. All right. So what, the myriad were to this way. So I guess we go tunnel. Yeah, the intro is, the tutorial missions are definitely kind of, they do drag on.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Can we swim? Yes. Kind of. You can flail about. You guys good guys or bad guys? They're both on either side. Weird. I'm not supposed to be able to attack these guys. Can't really lock on. Huh.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a
I guess I
war
have no
zone.
official side yet, so I'm just going to ignore them. Health regen. Should we be fully exploring this place? Let's see. Boxes down here. One second, I wanted to tweak my mic here. Okay, let's try that.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Okay.
Let's
what?
see.
Did I just pee on that signpost? All right. I guess I did. Okay. Man, I am dehydrated there.